One of my very favorite writers, whose books I read and whose articles I read, but also who I listen to sometimes the books on Audible, is a man named David Brooks. Mr. Brooks is a journalist and a commentator on television, and he writes often about our moral character and our need as a nation and as a people and as individuals to build that character deeply into the things we do, the way we think, and the things we say. I just last week read another article by David Brooks, and I was greatly appreciative of this article. Mr. Brooks is a person of faith, and he writes from that perspective, but not in a preachy sort of way, but in a real practical, something you can do with it type of way. And he has lamented the way that we talk to and about one another. Everyone seems to have had that kind of angry dialogue. How do we change the blaming and calling names and putting down of others so that we as a nation, as groups, and as individuals come together rather than pull apart? He suggests this, that we change the words we say into constantly, every possible time we can, noticing and thanking people for the things they do for us, or simply for a job done well. Changes things, doesn't it? And I knew it would, so I put it to a test this past weekend. I had some shopping I needed to do, so when I went into the store, I would ask, where is this item located? I was particularly looking for large plastic bins that I could store winter clothes in the attic in and them not get messed up by dust or heat. And at the end of that, I said to the person, you've been a great help to me. You guys in the store are doing a tremendous job. Thank you for what you do. And that seemed to brighten the person's day. And I would be walking along somewhere on the mornings when I take my dogs out to go to do the things that dogs need to do in the morning, and the trash truck would be coming by. And I saw this African-American gentleman on the back of the truck, and he was riding. He's the guy that helps dump the trash into the back of the truck. And I said, hey, good morning to you. Thank you. That you guys do a great job. And then I saw his partner, a white guy, come around the corner, and I said, and thank you too. And you would have thought I had done the greatest thing in the world for these two guys. It did change my interactions with other people, but more importantly, it changed me. Because I began to notice some of the small things that people do and to thank them. The other night I was talking to my son, and I said something to him about, I was really impressed with how you did this. Thank you for being so attentive to the people in your church. And the conversation ended with this. Dad, thanks for noticing. I love you. I don't know about you as a parent, but to me as a dad, those are the best words you can hear. To hear your 29-year-old son stop and say, Dad, thank you for all that you've done. I love you. And if David Brooks in his writing accomplishes nothing more than that, I thank him. And I think reading the article and taking the time and doing it was a very wonderful thing. So I encourage you to try that, to take a couple days and to do that type of thing. And I think what you'll experience is what I experienced, is that you don't want to stop. You just want to keep going, because you see how it touches people. James, who we'll be reading and preaching and studying about later this summer, says that our tongue, our mouths, the words we say, can either give life or bring about death. I want to give life. Have a great day.